Hello students and welcome. Today we're going to be talking about quantifying reactants and products. Okay, before we start using all the chemistry terms and looking at the periodic table, we're going to break it down into simple terms of building a tricycle. So if I scroll down here, we've got a tricycle here, and to build a tricycle, okay, this is the equation for a tricycle. We need a frame, a seat, 3 wheels, gears, and 2 pedals. And if you notice, this is a balanced equation. We have one frame, one seat, one seat. We have 3 wheels, and we have 3 wheels, gears, and 2 pedals. So if you notice, this equation here is basically review. You know how to do this. This is something you learned in the last chapter, in chapter 6. All right, and when we look at this, down here, this is where the stoichiometry comes in. So I'm going to write this out on a separate card so you can follow along, okay? So this is our tricycle equation. I'm going to be referring to this, so please keep this in mind as I go through this off the side of the page. So to build my tricycle, I need a frame, seat, wheels, gears, and pedals. And what we want to do is figure out if I wanted to make 640 tricycles, okay, and the equation for tricycles is FSW3GP2. Okay, that's my equation essentially for a tricycle. That's what that is. I want to make 640 of them. How many pedals? How many pedals do I need to make that many tricycles? Okay, and what we need to do is find the ratio of pedals to the whole. All right, and we notice is how many pedals are there? There's 2 in the equation. So for every bicycle I need, or sorry, not bicycle, tricycle, FSW3GP2, I need 2 pedals. Okay? I need 2 pedals for every tricycle. So I can use this ratio to calculate how many pedals I need to find 640 tricycles. So let me pull out another card and let's solve it down below. Okay, we're gonna use that as our reference. So if I want 640 FSW3GP2, okay, we're gonna use our picket fence and we're gonna apply this ratio of FSW3GP2, and we have 2 pedals. This cancels out, and it tells me how many pedals I'm now going to have. We're converting our units into pedals. So 640 times 2, we know that's 1280. So it's 1,280 pedals will be needed to make this many tricycles. So if you're in a supply chain and you're trying to meet a quota of a certain amount of product, you need to now have 1,280 pedals to make sure to build all those bikes. If you are short, you will not be able to make that many bikes. But is it okay to maybe order some extra in case some are defaulty? Sure, right? That's a real life scenario question to ask, is how many extras should we buy, right? And if you trust a supplier, then order this many because that's how many you're gonna need for this bike, okay? All right, and just to keep in mind, if there were more pedals, we would say that those extra pedals are not part of creating the bike. They're just leftover. They're not going to be part of that reaction, okay? Because this is how much we need, okay? Thanks for watching. This is just an introduction video for quantifying reactants and products.